So guys, this is a video that I'm really reluctant to make, but obviously because of the field that I'm in, and also I'm an advocate for protection for women. A guy that we know as DT from AFTV looks like he's going to prison for 3 years. There's a lot of outlets that are reporting it now, even though there was a little piece of rumors that was going on about Mr. Liam Goodenough, as we know as DT on AFTV. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be going jail for 3 years for assault and kidnapping a woman, which is a horrible thing. So yeah, let me just read you the post on the government net, by the way, so it's a proper thing. A man stalked, assaulted and kidnapped a woman has been sentenced has his sentence been tripled following a referral to Court of Appeal by Solicitor General Alex Malik, QCMP. Liam Goodenough, as we know as DT, 42, stalked his former partner as she went on a date, jealousy, sending the victim's brother's messages, threatening suicide, demanding to know where the location of the victim, using a tracking feature on her phone. Goodenough drove to the hotel the victim was staying at and verbally abused her, as well as assaulting her companion. He then proceeded to photograph her in a state of undress. Goodenough dragged the victim out of the hotel room to his car, suggesting he had a knife and that his son was in the vehicle. However, when she realized that her son was not in the vehicle, she tried to escape. A bystander intervened and the victim was able to get out of the car while Goodenough escaped. Goodenough was convicted of stalking involving serious harm or distress and kidnapping on the 5th of November 2021 at Aylesbury Crown Court. Goodenough was sentenced to 12 months of imprisonment. He also was handed a restraining order for a period of 10 years. Following the sentencing, the Solicitor General referred to Goodenough's sentence in the Court Appeal under the lenient sentence ULS scheme. On the 13th of January, the Court of Appeal found his original sentence to actually be too lenient and increase it to 3 years of imprisonment. Speaking after the hearing, the solicitor said, Goodenough subjected the victim of a shocking, frightening ordeal. I referred to the sentence because I considered it not to reflect the gravity of the offending and was unduly lenient. I am glad that the Court of Appeal agrees. So that is pretty sad, and this video is to not kick a man when he's down, because we all commit some mistakes, but that is pretty damning. Also, I don't want people to be blaming AFTV, because it's not fully, if anything, AFTV's fault, because it's not up to them to monitor every single person that steps up on that platform. But we on this channel, we don't stand for harming women, and a lot of men, period, we don't stand for that, for harming women. It's disgusting and it's sick. He's going to serve his 3 years. I hope he serves every day of his 3 years. And yeah, I hope everyone can move on in the footballing world. For someone that was such a big character in the footballing world, it is quite saddening to see how this situation has unfolded. It's going to affect a lot of people. It's going to affect his channels. It's going to affect Arsenal to some degree. It's going to affect his football team. It's going to affect his kids. So be careful when you're putting things out online. But yeah, it's been your boy Rats on the Ice Cold Sports Show. I am in.